Hi everyone, and welcome to the Sunday Live. Nice to have you all with us. I can see there's a bunch of people already here.
Yeah. Welcome to Knowing Who You Are Sunday live stream, weekly Sunday live stream. So hope everyone is having a great weekend, and thanks for joining with us. And yeah, Esther can carry on with welcome messages.
Welcome. We had a very nice live last week, actually, with a lot of interactions and really nice input. And we have a very special subject today, which can be seen in a positive way. I guess in a negative way, you can see it any way you wish,
it's
really.
It's a very positive thing as far as I'm concerned, because I feel that it's really important. And when I disclose what we're talking about, then you'll know. So before we start, first of all, as you know, people who are joining for the first time, it's a podcast, Knowing Who You Are. And you can watch all the videos. Everything is on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Knowing Who You Are. And also there's an Instagram, but mainly it's the YouTube channel and also Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Amazon Music. But we have a website as well, which is knowingwhoyouare.blog. That's where you have all the videos, interviews I've done so far, new interviews that are coming. They're getting ready and to be put up on the website. And also the live stream we do, you can listen to it or you can watch it, however you prefer. So you can do that one. So yeah, that's what Knowing Who is all about. And you make it special every Sunday when we come for the live stream. We look forward to it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
Because there's a lot I learn every week. I mean, from you, and at the same time, by interacting with you, there are things I feel like, okay, I can do it this way. And it helps me improve every week, to be honest. And it's a work in progress all the time to work on ourselves. It's a everyday work. And Selena is saying, "Oh, nice sweater, Ershad." Glittery top, Esther.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot more glittery than you can see on camera.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, thank God, because it sparkles like crazy. We were worried it was going to. It's actually all right.
And thanks, Selena.
Thank you.
So, people who are joining now, you can let us know who you are, and also we can talk about the topic that we want to talk about today.
The topic.
Yeah, the topic. Ooh. So the topic for today is regret. So I think it's very important. We don't get to talk about this, and I think it's an opportunity for myself as well, because sometimes it's really hard to talk about regrets, because the moment you start talking about regrets, you have to take responsibility for the things you haven't done or you have done. And we still have time, to be honest with you. So that's the best part of it. And you don't want to be one of those people who at the age of their 80 or 90, if they live up to that age, suddenly realize that they wish they had done those. And mostly there's a documentary, you probably have watched it too. I watched it, and people who were in their 80s, 90s, they're talking about the regrets in their life. And most of the time, the regrets, those are not about what cars they could have bought, what jewelry, or what size of the house. It's all mostly about personal relationship, or the things they wanted to do, they didn't do because of the societal pressure, because of what they thought at the time to be the right thing to do, and responsibility. Sometimes we're stuck because we all have to go through a living and need to have a secure livelihood, but sometimes in doing so we forget to live our life. I mean, that's what happens. And it's a research as well. It was done in Japan, and in that research people were asked, what is your regret, the biggest regret that you have? And most of the time it's the regret about the relationships or the connections. They didn't look after them, because end of the day, when what you leave behind, you go, you don't take anything with you. Those are the things, people who sit next to you, and people's lives whom you have made some difference to. So that's what's more important. So it's a good time. Probably we can discuss, have phone calls, and we can discuss about that. And I'll tell you that, as Esther was saying, probably it's a negative or a positive thing, but it's a positive thing you'll feel, because there is a brighter side to talking about the regrets than I know. Definitely. Every time I talk about them, I feel, oh yeah. But then I feel, okay, what I have done, what I've learned from that, and how I had done things differently later on. So it's very important. So it'd be good to hear from you all. Oh, Suana is there. Hey, cute couple. How are you guys?
I like the little guitars that go with it.
Yeah, that's really. So you can answer that question.
Wow, we're doing good. And this is show number 24.
Yeah.
We still love doing it. We love it more and more every time we do it.
I believe, we'll keep on doing it. Let's see. I mean, no matter what, the thing is, main idea is to be in touch with people, interacting, and as I'm saying that it's all about learning. And I believe in growth, and it can happen every day. So that's very important. So every day I want to get a little bit better. And in terms of regret, we talk about when we go back and see things and we think, so okay, that opportunity that arose, I hadn't taken that, and because of that someone else had taken it, and that person is doing better. But the thing is, if you think in the opposite way, just compete with yourself. And comparison, last week as I was saying, 3 C's, the comparison, criticize, and complain, those 3 things. So when you compare yourself with your previous self and how you improved, I think many of the regrets as well, the issues that you have, you can deal with them. So before people open up, we can start, warming them up a little bit by sharing our regrets. Yeah?
Sure, yeah. This is where
you want to start?
This is where you throw me in the deep end.
I just look at you, it's like, okay, so Esther.
And just so everyone knows, just to keep it actually real, and this is true, he doesn't actually tell me before we start the show what the subject is normally about. Mainly, and we discussed this is a good idea. So you get an instant response and not a prepared response.
To be honest with you, you might think, okay, Ershad, you didn't tell her, fine, to keep it natural. But what about you? You know all along. I don't know.
Yeah.
Really. What I do at the last minute, because I keep on doing my research, reading whatever is happening. I came back from the gym half an hour ago. Half an hour ago, the show started. So I didn't have time, but I thought, okay, there are things every time, definitely, there's a thread of this thought, like when I'm reading certain things, listening to certain things, then I get this idea. So that's how I felt, okay, regret, interesting topic, because I was thinking about this for different reasons. And I feel that, you can share. And once you share, to share is really hard. But once you have shared, you'll feel lighter, to be honest with you. Try that. Let's do the practice all together. We'll do it today.
Okay. All right. Well, I think, interestingly enough, because we were speaking about this, I think just about 2 weeks ago or something. And we were talking about the fact that how nice would it have been if we had met each other 20 years ago? Because we met each other when we were pretty much halfway through our lives, and it was like, oh my God. But then we looked at it from that was the initial regret. And then, but then we, in true style, we always take our things apart and we talk about good. So 20 years ago, I was a very different person. And I think my viewpoint on life was very different. And yes, you said the same. And besides the fact that physically we were in completely different locations, which would have made it impossible, really. It's also, we were both not ready, as it were, to have a relationship like this. Because if we would have met each other back then, we would have gotten along okay, but we would have had we both had very different goals in life. And so
we're different people, as you were saying.
Completely, yeah. And so it was more, we both grew into who we became, at which point we met when it was exactly right. And so I don't regret it anymore at all. And that made me look at many other things in my life where it's very easy to say, God, I wish I had done blah. But if you think, I am capable of doing things now because of all the jobs I've done, all the work I've done, the interaction with people I've had, the countries I've been, the cities I've worked in, the difficult situations I've been in that I've had to work my way out of, they've all helped me become the person I am today, which is someone with, a very high work ethic. I've got very good morals, very good values, very good viewpoints, which have kept me sane. And it results in you and me having a really simple existence together, which I couldn't have done 20 years ago. So there are
certain things in life, like say for example, there's things like birth lottery. Say you are born in a certain country at a certain time, and you are born as a certain person. Say you are this person from a different country, from the US, from the UK, and you're a native rather than a person who just came from another country, had to learn the language.
Yeah, exactly.
Then definitely, if you look from I wish I could. There are certain things we can't change. Yeah. So there's no point in regretting anyway.
No, but here we are, both not born in England. Yeah. We were both born not speaking English. and we managed to somehow cross paths, even though we were born 5,000 miles apart.
It's a double skill, and I think it's a talent that we speak multiple languages.
Yeah.
Like for me, I speak 4 languages.
Yeah.
But even though
I speak 9.
Yeah, wow.
Just kidding.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So, Nikat is saying, hi, Ershad and Esther.
Oh,
Hope
nice.
you're
Hi,
having
Nikat.
a good weekend. Yeah, we are having a great weekend.
We are,
and as you can see, I'm smiling. And the thing is, the secret I feel, probably I came out of the gym straight away, just half an hour back. So I'm feeling really revived, as you can see. And I feel that too.
Like ready to pump more iron.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm really doing good. So, you have more personal regrets?
Oh, plenty, but I think, go ahead. Yeah,
we'll
go
share
ahead.
as
Go
we
ahead.
go
Yeah.
So, my regrets, one regret that I feel every now and then that pops up in my mind, definitely apart from the personal ones, as a person, how I was and how I transformed myself. But main thing was that there a certain trigger in life that I didn't pull early enough. Say, for example, I studied law, and which was totally by accident, even though I was supposed to study engineering in America, which my family didn't agree with me, didn't send me, so I ended up studying law. And I didn't even know that, law was never in my radar. So I've done that. And after you've done your master's, then you feel like, you have to become a lawyer. And taking the exam, became a lawyer, start practicing for a while. But then, then you go to England to become a barrister. Kept going, following the path. Even though I know that it's something I never planned growing up.
Right.
But I was following, what do? You do a bachelor's. After that, you do a master's. You go to another country to become a barrister. Then you have to do another bachelor. Kept going, doing it. At some point, I realized I'm not really enjoying it. I mean, kudos to everyone, whoever is enjoying it and making really good money, successful career. Everything is fine. But everyone is different. But some people, they keep on doing it without even thinking. They don't complain. Very good. But my problem was that I grew up being more creative in life. And I was a creative person. And thanks to my parents who had given this to me. So I was always into literature, reading, making music. And I was trained in it. And I was feeling, no, there's something I want to do that's different from all these things. And I don't like this structure as well. So this is what I'm going to talk about at some point. If you like job crafting, this is an interesting thing. That many people, we think that we just jumped into something and you don't pivot. You just stay there and keep on doing the same thing. Anyway, I don't want to digress. But I kept on thinking about this for 7 years, literally. Like different careers here, working for different companies. And I was thinking, and I kept on going up in my work career, professional career, wherever I was working. But at the same time, the more I was climbing higher, it was a trap. The trap was getting deeper for me or tighter for me. And then I felt, shall I not? Shall I not? And there are responsibilities that grew with that. But at some point, after 7 years, I shared this story many times. Many of my interviews, I told the same thing. And one day, the place I was working, the CEO and we were just traveling together on a train. He was going to central London to watch a football game. That's why he was not driving. He was on the train. So I was going from there to my place because it was easier. That day I wasn't driving as well. So we sat together. I was sitting next to him. And he was like, Ershad, I heard that you have worked on television, then you do music and this and that. So what are you doing here? So when are we going to see that you are doing something for television, your next music or something coming out? I said, yeah, I'm going to do that. Next year, this year, I have this plan, and I'm going to finish this and finish that or start that. Then you see it happening. Then he looked at me. He took a bit of a pause and he said, Ershad, you know what? The time is now. I mean, you will never have the perfect time. It will never come in your life.
That's true.
And take it from me. He's an experienced guy.
Right,
He's an Irish guy. Very nice person. And he said, look, I have my family, my son and my children. Everyone is grown up. They're running their own business and everything. There are things I wanted to do and I felt I would do it. Then more responsibilities came. I grew my business. It never happened. So don't wait for it. And I knew about these things already. I went home. And straight away, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up. I couldn't sleep that night. I started applying for universities to start a completely new career and to
Right.
study something.
Oh my God.
I started applying for music technology and everything.
Yeah.
So, and I applied 5 universities, and it wasn't the time. I was on the waiting list, kind of, and they call it clearing or something. So, and then I got accepted in 3 uni, but it happened in 3 days, I think, because they had to do it quite quickly because it was beyond that deadline. So I was at work and I went to my car during the break and I sat there and I said, wow, I got accepted. And then it was my choice which one I should go for. But anyway, to cut the story short, that's how I started. And to be honest with you, from that day onwards, many people were surprised, even my family members, friends, they were like, Ershad, what are you doing? Many people made fun of me too. And yeah, even at my university, seniors who are like, okay, Ershad, finally you are doing something that is real. I mean, what he meant by that, I don't know. But I was so happy every morning because I had to come to Kingston all the way from Essex. So 2-hour train journey, like public transport and everything. So I had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to catch my class at 9 o'clock. But every morning, even when I'm literally under someone's armpit and my face is like this because it's so cramped, the early morning thing.
Yeah.
But still, I would just hold my iPad, I would read music and I would do other things. I would be so happy and I would see the sun rising sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, I regained my life and this is my life. Even though I had literally left my professional life and became a student and I started studying with people who are half my age, 20 years, 19 years, 21.
Yeah.
Initially, it was a little awkward, but I made so many friends. We became friends and they forgot that. I'm that guy who's coming back for his another degree in life and in his middle age. But the thing is, that was my regret. That's why I didn't pull the trigger 7 years earlier.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I'm so happy. Now I have seen that once you have pulled the trigger, once you have made that leap of faith, everything works out.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a lesson. So yeah, that was a regret for a while. But then I learned from that 7 years, fine, gone. Second column is what I have learned.
Yeah.
I have learned not to wait on something if you don't like and it doesn't make you feel good. It's only one life you have. Do it. And what I have done, so for my masters, when I'm doing this second masters basically, or third, so I started electronic engineering masters, but then within a year I felt that's not for me. I shifted to neuroscience. So at that time I didn't really think for another 7 years because I don't have that luxury anymore anyway. So I had to do a quick shift. But this
but you're
time,
smarter now, so you're
I'm smarter. That's the
a
thing.
lot smarter
From
now.
that regret I learned.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the good part of the regret. And if anyone has to share their interesting stories, please, we are all ears. We want to listen to that. And there are a lot of people who would come up and share, and you can share what you have learned and how you're making that lesson that you have learned, putting it in good use.
Yeah. So then first in between, we have a few messages that came also.
Yeah.
Ramadan Mubarak to all of those who are celebrating this.
Yeah.
We were in East London yesterday and we saw a lot of people that are in the mood, in the moment, just as the sun was setting. The party atmosphere was... You could feel it. It was wonderful.
We do a book trip. Like we went to interesting bookshops, second-hand bookshop, rare bookshops in London. We go around. So we had done one last week, and Esther was like, "Hey, let's do another one." And we went out. And on our way, we went to there's a place called Scoop Books, and there's Judd Books. Amazing places. I got some books as well, and it's growing. Behind me, you can see that.
God.
We are planning already to get another shelf
If you would see this,
I can hold it. Yeah,
we
it's
have
too much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 huge piles of books, and we have a big bookshelf in the living room.
Yeah, it's my studio. I'm creating that, so it's growing. I mean, I can't control it anymore. So that's the thing. So coming back, I thought, okay, I feel like going to East London, and probably since Ramadan started, so we should have some, the treats.
Yes.
Piaju, beguni, and everything.
So
and
good.
Saira's gonna share a lot of the things that she's cooking probably today.
Yeah. We ate most of it on the way because we couldn't. It was so nice.
Yeah, it was so nice, and we had halim. Amazing.
Oh, that was good. That was very good.
That was, and interestingly, another controversy now going on in Bangladesh, the word Ramadan itself. Because in Bangladesh, we used to say Ramjan.
Oh.
Okay, so it's becoming Arabic. So people are talking about why things are getting Arabic. We used to call Sehri. So now it's becoming Suhur. So things are changing. It's an interesting topic. People are talking about it. And So, Mubarak to you, Saira, and to all the viewers. People definitely are fasting.
Here's
Saira's
Saira.
called. Amazing.
Hello, Saira.
Hi!
Happy Sunday! Ramadan Mubarak.
Sunday! Very hungry Sunday, but very nice.
Oh. See, you sound upbeat as well.
Oh my God, you should not have mentioned Halim. You should not have. No.
Oh, you haven't done it? You haven't cooked it today?
No, I haven't, and I'm dying for some. Where did you buy it from here?
East London. I mean, I went to Whitechapel for that.
Yeah.
And and where do you live? You nearby? No.
I live in Kentish Town near Gospel Oak, so I'll have to make a little bit of a journey to get that.
I mean, we
have time?
It was good. It was a good one.
Well, if it's Halim, I will make sure I make time.
I think if you get there on time, I mean, we got that. It was really good.
How is it going? How is everything going with you?
Good. Yeah, we're good. We're happy. We're rolling. Always.
Good.
And you in the household, everything good? The girls are doing well?
Yes, everyone's really good. Our routine has changed a little bit for the last 2 days.
Of course.
Because of Ramadan.
Yeah.
I'm actually making iftar right now.
Exactly. Ooh. But I was just asking, I was just about to ask you this question that I didn't hear any sizzle. You know, piyaju being fried and some beguni and,
Yeah. Basically, I don't eat fried food for iftar or anytime, to be honest.
Good.
But my husband, he needs to have his traditional fried iftar. So we have 2 different types of iftar at home every day.
Nice.
I'm going to share a guilty story. I mean, once you have finished, I'm going to share. It's a very funny story.
Go ahead. I think it's ready.
She's
ready now.
So, what happened during the time when I'm so fond of this piyaju, all this fried food, because they are the delicacies you get, especially in Ramadan, but normally throughout the year, some people make it anyway. So what I used to do, I was in high school back in the days I'm talking about, so in Bangladesh, so mom would make it and she would serve them on table. Say the iftar would be around 6 o'clock in the evening or 6:30 and it's 5, right? I haven't eaten anything throughout the day. I was being a good boy. And by the time it's been served, it's 5:30 or 5:45, 15 minutes left or probably say 20 minutes. I couldn't hold myself. I would just pick some. I would go to my room and lock myself, and I would eat them, and I'll come out as if nothing happened.
Oh my God! You did?
Oh my God! I've done multiple times.
Oh my God! You're confessing live on air.
Oh yeah! I mean, you have done. No regrets.
Did you ever get caught?
Oh, never. No. Because I would feel guilty.
You better pray they're not watching this.
I would just come out and I would look around and I would see everyone is hungry. That's the only thing that would make me guiltier. Because everyone is doing it and I'm here. I've eaten already secretly. Even though I had 15 to 20 minutes just to wait because I couldn't. I'd given to my greed. So, the greed, I lost to it. And then these people are still hungry. And I'm just sitting, and then I would join. I would just pretend and wait for, the call to prayer, azan. And when it happened, I'll just break it. I would feel such a hypocrite. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I'm doing it. And inside I know that I've done it already.
It's the Halim reaction. You can't do anything about
God,
that.
Oh my
this is
God.
so funny. I mean, the only reason why the Halim was not gone while we were on the train, because we didn't have cutlery. Honestly, the whole thing would have been gone. It would have been eaten on the
That's
train.
That's probably the first thing that would be gone.
It was so nice. It was really good. Yeah, it was about 100 yards on the right of Whitechapel Station.
It's Ponchokana.
Ponchokana.
Oh, I am gonna remember this because I need some Halim. Since morning, whoever I'm talking to, they're talking about Halim. The Halim is calling me.
Oh God! And I have a Pakistani friend. I mean, she's quite elder. She's a commander in Royal Navy. So we've been invited to her place once, and then it was during it wasn't Ramadan, but she cooked it anyway because she knows I like Halim.
Yeah, it was our engagement
party.
party.
Style of Pakistani cooking, how they do the Halim.
Why are you doing this to me?
The meat, it's so soft. It's just coming off. And the sticky Halim with the wheat. Oh God.
I can't take this anymore.
this is
sorry.
You do realize
I'm so bad, I know. I haven't changed.
So So what we'll do one day when we do the Knowing Who You Are get together, I think we should just have Halim at the get together.
Yeah.
We do that, you know.
Yes, so definitely. I'm so on it. And we need some jalapeno next to it.
Yes.
Oh, and I can give you lots and lots of details. Oh
my God.
I will
Yeah,
spare
please.
you.
At least we can know. I can't leave the show now, but we can pick it up later.
We'll
on.
pick it. We should.
You know
do
what
some-
I did? Another story.
Oh,
Last
dear.
year.
Another confession. Here we go.
No, it's not a
Okay.
confession. It's a nice one. I went to Bangladesh.
Oh yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
Eid.
Oh,
Esther
yeah.
wasn't there in my life at the time. So I went back and Abu picked me up, my dad. He picked me up from the airport. So it was during the Easter time. I think already probably 15-20 minutes past. The azan happened. People had their iftar. But I was coming from the airport in Chittagong. You know that. So it's a fair trip, a long journey. So it takes nearly 1.5 hours with the traffic and everything. So we are waiting everywhere every now and then. But then I asked Dad, I said, that's the first thing. I landed in Bangladesh, right? And that was the time around like 7:30. So I said, I want to have Halim. Can you stop somewhere? And he was driving and he stopped, the poor man. And he stopped few places, but nowhere there was any Halim because everyone was giving me very, hard look. What are you looking Halim for now? I mean, why do you need it now? Iftar is over. But anyway, he said, okay, remind me tomorrow. I'm going to get you that. So I'm telling you that how much I love Halim.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, that you're the Halim monster because first of all,
Halim monster, nice. I like that.
And then you land, and the first thing you want is Halim. So you definitely are the Halim monster.
That is funny.
And my friend in America, Mohammed Chaudhry, he's saying my wife is cooking Halim at this moment. Saira.
And look, and
What
Hassan.
a shame for me. I should have cooked Halim today. I'm definitely doing that tomorrow without fail.
Yeah.
doing
Oh my
that.
God. We want a picture. We want a picture.
And Hassan Sarwar, he's saying this show is making me more hungry.
1
1
hour.
hour to go.
Oh my God.
Hassan, don't do what I did in my high school,
No.
please.
Oh my God. It's so funny. Oh my
And
God. We're making.
I can hear Saira.
Yeah, you're chopping. We can.
Oh yes. All the piaju and everything is in
Oh,
process right now.
yeah.
We don't
Oh,
have
that's
much time,
funny.
So
I learned two
Yeah,
things
today
to
we
make
have
last year, piaju and beguni. I've learned that.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
Okay,
you've
so
done that, very good.
so here's what just happened. So we have Mohammed Chaudhry who's saying my wife is cooking halim at the moment, and then Hassan Sawar is saying my wife makes really good halim. I just requested it for tomorrow.
Ooh, it's a Halim
Oh,
party.
God.
tomorrow
Oh
for
my
all of us.
God, that's very funny. I think we should stop talking about food because everyone
Yeah,
still has
please.
time to go.
Now, you know what? You'll get a special place in heaven.
Yes.
Because the resilience,
Yes. it's
despite
true.
all the conversation on Halim and I'm the monster, the shaitan, the Satan. So I'm the one who's talking about all the Halim.
Well,
and
I think you're going to go to heaven now just because, you confessed to the world
That-
on social
Yeah, to the
media.
world, yeah.
That's
I
that's
agree,
taking
yeah.
just 15
responsibility.
minutes before, I was
Take
supposed to
it.
break my fast and I had.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Before I go, I'm cooking luchi and dimmer halwa, if you know what that is.
Ooh. Dimmer
Oh, wow.
halwa.
Yes,
should-
yes, I
should-
do.
Wait
Yeah,
to
yeah,
have
yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna just finish it, kill
Yeah.
it.
Oh God.
That's
Anyway,
so funny.
Making me hungry.
Oh God.
We should
Yeah,
get together at some point. I'm definitely sure we are getting together during Ramadan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
So
know
yeah. It's
Yeah.
happening. Yeah, it will happen on that day.
anyway,
Yeah.
all the best.
All the
Yeah,
best,
you
Sarah.
too.
Finish this off.
And
very
thank
short
you-
time.
and-
You guys have fun.
Thank
And
you.
my sincere
And see you
apologies.
next time.
Yeah. Thank you for calling as always. And we
No
see you
problem.
in 10
I love
days,
it.
right? We
Absolutely love it. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you, Sarah. Thank you.
Oh, we love this.
And
Hilarious.
Hassan
Oh my
Sarwar,
God.
Ramadan Mubarak. Massive. Okay. And Nikita said, Nikat, sorry. I always call her Nikita. I don't know. Nikat. Because how it appears on the screen, it's
cut off
it's
in
cut
a
off,
way.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just read it like that. So she's saying, I had a massive debate with someone about the pronunciation of words. I personally believe that regional dialect should not be changed to fit a specific
Yeah, I
context.
agree.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, I can
I
think
mean, that's
of
what's
that.
happening. I mean, I found some of my friends are talking on Facebook. Yesterday they said, how come this Ramadan thing is coming? I mean, especially in Bangladesh. Here is fine because it's an English word. That's how we said. I'm saying that too. But when you speak in Bangla, it's Ramjan. And there's a song as well, Ramjaneri Rojar Sheshe Elo Khushi Rid. So which means after Ramadan, you have the joyous Eid, but they call it Ramjan. So anyway, things change.
Interesting.
Nikat says, "Oh my God, I love poncho khana." Okay, we read Mahmoud Chaudhary. Yeah, man, good luck to you. Your wife is cooking halim.
Nice.
I'm gonna teach my wife too. And Selena Ray, the first time I had halim was in Bangladesh. I wonder, is it a dish that's specifically from a particular place?
Huh.
I think it's not our food. No, it's originally somewhere from Mediterranean probably, and also, I don't know, because Pakistanis, they really do good halim.
They know how to do,
They really do
The one
good.
Durana made that
Selena,
day.
do your research, let us know. I cannot Google it now. And Hassan Saram, my wife, makes really okay. We read that.
Oh, Shifat. Hi, Shifat. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, now Shifat coming with another thing.
My husband's side got me into halim. I never knew what it was before marriage. Yay!
Shifat after a long time.
Hello, Shifat.
Hi guys, I missed you. I'm sorry I've missed the couple of last weekends.
That's
How are you
fine.
guys?
Very well, thank you.
Thanks
Very
to
well.
Ramadan, everyone has to be at home at this time.
Yes, this
I
is
know,
true.
right?
And I think we're doing a service. Say we can keep you distracted, you don't think about food. We are supposed to do that even though
I
we're not doing
know.
it.
Except we're talking about
Guys,
food.
you know all this talk about halim.
Yeah.
It's just making me feel so hungry. And Bhaiya, you know my husband is half Bengali, right? He's half Hyderabadi. And it's when I went to India that I first found what this magical halim is. And since then, I've never turned back because I just love it so much.
Oh, yeah.
Which one do you make? Chicken, mutton?
Well, I don't. He does actually. The lamb one.
Oh, lamb one.
Very
And the
nice,
beef one
yeah.
as well, yeah.
So,
But I
do you
actually
have
found
that?
it- I never found it in Bangladesh. I found it in India and then found it in a restaurant here as well.
Wow.
But I thought it was a Hyderabadi specialty.
Is it?
I don't know, but
Not sure. I know. I think it's deeper than that, probably, but definitely in subcontinent we got in India and Pakistan, and later on it was passed on to us. But it's definitely not Bangladeshi. I don't think so.
Definitely not, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen it in South or North because I'm from the two ends, isn't it? So I've not seen it.
No, but you
Wow.
get them. I mean, Bangladesh. When I was growing up in the 80s. I mean, we had 30 days. It was a thing. My dad has to bring halim. So either it's chicken or mutton.
Nice.
So yeah.
That's so lovely.
And we used to try different shops and we know, okay, this shop does a better one, that one is a bit spicy, this is a bit this, that's a bit sticky, you know, a lot of things.
Yeah.
But so you have halim on the menu today?
No, but yeah, I have chana and kisuri.
Oh, that's nice.
Typical. And then I have some kebabs on the side.
Nice.
Trying to be healthy.
So
Kind of.
talking about regrets, these are the
No,
regrets
no
we can...
fried stuff today.
No fried
Okay,
stuff today.
great,
Good.
great.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get through Ramadan without having fried stuff. I mean, I shouldn't, but it's really... yeah, I mean, that's what makes it special as well. On top of everything,
That's
that's
true.
good.
Yeah.
Because most
Yeah.
of the year we don't really have fried things, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's quite nice to have it.
But do
in
you
the
get totally going to food coma or something? Because I used to have that growing up. Oh my God. After iftar, I would
Yeah,
feel
it's
like I
10
don't...
minutes and you feel full, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't feel like doing anything. I didn't do... I would be like, okay, I just want to lie down. And especially, I think all the fried food, the oil and everything, I think that does to you. That's the main reason probably. And also, after the whole day, like probably 12, 14, 15 hours of not eating and fasting, and suddenly you just hit with all this, the sugar level goes up and everything, and you're like, okay, I cannot.
Okay, yeah, so true.
So,
And Patty, you know, your confession story made me laugh because when I was a teenager,
yeah.
I was like fasting, like speech marks fasting, and then I was so into this crisps at that time called the Monster Munch pickled onion. I
Oh.
would keep it, I would munch on it, and then I'd pretend like you to come out for iftar.
High five, Shifa joined myself. I wasn't the only one. Thank you.
Oh, that is funny. Oh my God.
But then I felt bad because my mum and dad used to be fasting,
Yeah.
and then I'd have munched on this Monster Munch and then come out of my room,
But I
and I'm
used to
pretending
feel...
to be all good and pious and
Yeah.
starving, you know.
That's the worst part, was that to feel that, oh my God. I mean, I was younger. I was probably,
Yeah.
14, 13. But I used to feel such a hypocrite that, oh my God. And I'm pretending. I'm lying.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
feel
you're lying,
bad for
right?
it.
I would sit there, look everyone's faces. Do I look like that I've been fed? Because by the time I probably had a few piagus, few begunis, and definitely from the table, it had gone. I mean, the level is like there was a pile. It has become flatter now because it was a pile. I've taken the top. Anyway.
Oh God, that is very funny.
Yeah,
that is so funny. I bet you your mom actually knew because she's the one. The numbers. She's not.
No one.
Oh wow,
no one.
That's so funny.
That's such a cute story.
Well, you have done that too, so you know.
Oh
my
God.
I know how that feels.
Oh, thank you, Shifat. Thank you. So, Shifat, what's your regret in life? I mean, we are talking about regrets today. Mm-hmm. So I shared one of mine. Esther has shared hers. But what's the brighter side of regret?
And what did you learn from it also?
What do you learn from it, and how it had helped you do things differently later on in life?
What's my biggest regret, Bhaiya, to be honest, is not going forward with my singing much. Because I don't know, since a young age, I loved singing so much, and people did encourage me. And then I just got into the education side of things and completely forgot about the singing. And then recently, do you remember when I got in touch with you for my sister's wedding?
Yeah.
And then I got that Josh back in my life of singing. I went ahead and made that page on my Instagram, and I just enjoy it so much. And I've had a few events where I've sang, and it just makes me feel so free and happy, and how that feels, right, Bhaiya?
So what's the takeaway? What have you learned?
So I've learned that I should have listened to my heart back then, and not given to the pressure of society, basically, I think, to be honest.
Exactly. For the future, I mean, you can use that. That's the main thing about regrets. I mean, it would make you feel uncomfortable talking about it initially, but if you use it properly, you see the possibilities in it. And that's when there's a possibility that you can change it for your future, any decision. It's not about singing, anything. When you feel like doing something and it would make you happy, that's the thing. It's not about the pressure that, okay, I have to do it because someone so-and-so has said that I have to do it.
True,
you have to dress like that, you have to talk like that. But the main thing, if that makes you happy, do it. We just have one shot at life.
So true, Bhaiya. And I really will teach this to my children. Now that I have a second chance with them, I'm going to tell them just to go with what their heart is telling them to go.
Yeah.
No,
Plus, you are still young. You also still have a big life in front of you as well. It's not, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, Shifat. Selina is asking, Shifat, are you Sylheti?
I'm half Sylheti, yeah. My mom is from Sylhet and my dad is from Khulna.
Yeah, I love how you say your dad's, how you copy your dad sometimes.
Oh, no.
What was the thing he says? That was a popular thing you shared
Oh,
with
he says, what did he say, Bhaiya? Oh my God, where did I forget? I'm fasting. I'm actually reading today. He says AJ. I think it's AJ. AJ. Or something like this.
Yeah. Eito.
He says Eito a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah, we're still waiting for him to come, probably say hello to him
I
one day on
know,
the podcast.
he should. I'll try and get him this Ramadan.
Probably during Ramadan, if you visit, we'll definitely catch up with him.
Ershad, more than my dad, my mom would love to speak to you. She was like the biggest #1 fan.
I'll definitely sing for her on that day.
So funny.
Oh, no,
and I remember
definitely.
when I first got in touch with you, she thought you were coming to my sister's Mendi. And she was so disheartened when she saw another two guys and not you.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I would definitely. I mean, definitely. That's
you were
why.
busy that
It's
time,
more
I
of a reason.
remember.
But next week, well, if you can manage to get them into the live show, then he will do a song for her, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah,
I'll do
absolutely.
it.
And then we'll prepare for it. We'll prepare for it properly.
Oh,
Yeah, you let me know beforehand. Also, probably one of our favorite songs. If I know, I'll definitely.
I'll message you beforehand.
Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
please.
That'll be
So
so nice.
I'll do it. It'll be a
my God,
surprise
that's
for
such
her.
a nice idea.
I'll do
Yeah.
it. I'll do it. I promise.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. All right,
I better let you guys
Shifat.
go now.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for the call, and also hope we didn't make you too hungry. So you can hold on to it.
Yeah,
Don't give
I
in
think
to
so.
the temptation.
Oh God,
know.
yeah. And thank you for calling and for your constant support to the show. It's really, really nice.
That's okay, Bobby. Love it so much.
Okay,
and I missed
good.
The last couple of weeks because of the timings and stuff.
Not a problem.
And you know what? You're the first one who started calling Esther Bhabhi.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Bhaiya, I've always called you Bhaiya, right? And
Yeah,
obviously-
you always
Yeah,
call me Bhaiya, but
yeah.
her
Yeah.
Bhabhi
In
Esther,
Chittagong.
she started asking me, why Shifat calls me, what's that word, Bhabhi? I mean, she knows. By the time she went to Bangladesh, she already knew. So everyone started calling her Bhabhi.
Yeah.
She knows, okay, what Bhabhi means.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So nice.
I just can't wait to meet you guys in real.
I know. We will make it happen.
Maybe this year. You never know.
Yeah.
I haven't met Shifat, you know.
It is crazy.
I haven't.
I know you said.
Yeah,
you said.
I haven't met her yet.
Absolutely crazy.
But the thing is that for years, I've known her, even her sister's Mendi, which she was talking.
Oh,
I
we
helped
lost
her
her.
organizing the music and everything.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Shifat, we just lost you. I think the line connected, but we were basically saying goodbye. Thank you for calling. Mwah, mwah. And don't forget, next week we will do the thing for your mom if she's able to watch.
So definitely.
We've had a lot of messages come in here.
Oh my God, I'm going to read messages for some time. So I never had it before my visit, but it was delicious. It's Selena. Mushroor Uddin.
Oh, hi, Mushroor.
Mushroor Uddin Anwar. Yeah.
Yes.
So he said, nice to listen. Mushroor, hi. First of all, nice to listen to you here about good food. I mean, he's known as Pizza Wala.
Yeah.
So he started
amazing.
an amazing business making pizza. He learned how to make pizza during the lockdown, and that's what he started because everything was closed. He has his own business. He has an institute where he teaches English.
He teaches kids,
It's quite established institute, which is English Poetic Zone, I think.
Yeah.
So, but when everything closed, the financial constraints and everything, he was going through it. And he had to find a solution for the family because he's responsible for the family and there are other things that are related to it. So he thought, okay, I'll start a business, a pizza business. And he started, everyone knows him as Pizza Wala.
Yeah.
So
he's saying, nice to listen to you here about food. Great pleasure to hear from you. A lot of love, Esther and Ershad. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mushroor.
Yeah. And here we have another message from
Krishna Palmer. She's saying hi.
Oh, great. Yes. Just hope. I hope you're well.
I hope you're well.
Hope you're well. And we hope you're well too. We're great, Krishna. And we hope you're well too.
Yeah. Nikat is saying, yes, Halim is not traditionally Bengali. Exactly. Okay.
She said, I'll do, and then Selena says, I'll do my Halim homework.
Yeah.
And Saira, I grew up eating Halim. And the Nikat, origin of Halim lies in the Arabic dish haris. Oh, interesting.
I think we have to change the whole topic from regret to Halim. The Halim regrets.
We've got Russell Hawk. Hello Ramadan Mubarak. Hello, Russell.
Well. Russell, I mean, we go back long time.
That's awesome.
Even before I came to England.
Nice. And then let's see, Syra saying, Nikat first of all, but its spread evolved among many regions. So this is about the Halim still. And then Syra saying a big fat cheat to Shifat and Baya.
Chi. So chi is like ta.
Okay.
So
yeah. Well, what's really funny because Hassan is saying, okay, since it's confession time, when I was a teenager, I would skip swimming class because I was fasting. And as I was sitting alone, I got up sneakily to go to the vending machine in the swimming pool and got chocolate. The teacher came behind me. Oh, no. Thank you for your confession.
Yeah, great. See, do you have what you have learned? If that's one of your regrets, because we are talking about regrets today. What you have learned and how you have changed things in future. To reply to Syra, she said chi.
Yeah.
So that's how you do that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh no,
chi.
I'm so sorry. That's how I can do that.
That is funny. So if you hadn't been caught, you probably wouldn't have remembered it so badly as being painful, because it's very painful being caught. I've been caught. Oh my God, it's terrible. And we have, this is in
Manik. So Manik is saying Ramjanul Mubarak. Ramjanul. So
Ramjanul Mubarak. Nice.
Yeah. So that's the word in Bangla.
Yeah. Okay, good. And Selena, does anyone call Sherifota, or you know this?
Is that just a Sylheti thing? I never heard. I don't know if I would pronounce it
Hassan
correctly.
answered it.
He
says it's a Sylheti thing.
But also some of the closer regions such as Netrokona. Oh, because I think, Hassan, are you from Sylhet, right? Probably. Correct me if I'm wrong. My phone fell out of my hand. Must be
sorry, Babi. My phone fell out of my hand. Must be because I'm really fasting. All right. I hope it's not broken. But we did think you got disconnected, so we said a proper goodbye.
She's losing her memory because of fasting. She's dropping phone bills. We are sorry for you.
At least you're not cheating like certain other people in the room.
Well, she cheated too, and so did Sarawar. So I'm not. I have company. I have very good company.
Oh God!
It's funny how the topic changed to good yet.
It probably meant food.
Food yet.
Yeah, it's true. Food.
But it's a good thing that we are talking about regrets and we are confessing. And my regret during that point, it's more about the people I let down. You know, people who were expecting me that I'm fasting. I didn't. And also, I was feeling like a liar and a hypocrite. So if I talk about that regret, I learned definitely, it's better not to do things like that behind people's back and pretend that you haven't. And you have experience with me once there was a thing, probably I won't share it now, but if I had to say something which is not true, how bad I would feel.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is important.
Yeah. So we make a point of that by being just super open about it.
I regret any time I had to do that in life because that's a lesson I had to take. So if you ask me, Ershad, just 15 minutes before you break your fast, if you had secretly broke it and, you know, you stole some food from the table, locked yourself behind closed doors and just had those food, came back, and pretending that you're still fasting, then definitely those are the regrets that, no more lying. So Hassan Sarwar, no, I'm from Noakhali. Okay, but my wife is from Netrokona and all my friends are Silati.
Okay, nice.
And Hassan is in London as well.
Okay, good.
So amazing. I'm enjoying this conversation so much. So
very funny.
We had heard from Shifat about her regret. So Nikat is still there. Sarah would like to share probably, and then Selena as well. And Hassan, did he share? He shared. No, he shared the secret story.
Yeah. I know.
But Hassan, do you have any regret that you still think about if you go back? And then, like I shared, I'll share. There are a few more as well. Definitely, you definitely have a few more. But what we have learned from there, I mean, as humans, we can't help it. There are things we cannot always do things right. There are things that would go wrong. And that's the time, I think that's the moment of growth. If you can learn from that, if you see the possibility of growth there, and if you can correct yourself and do things right the next time. So, people, it's a good thing as well. I'm really happy that all the listeners, they're really quite healthy eaters. They're not having no fried food. Even though I made a point from the bookshop because we were both in Russell Square. From there, I said, okay, we're not too far from East London. Let's go to Whitechapel. And we went to Whitechapel because it doesn't happen from Kingston to Whitechapel. It's quite a fair journey. So we said, we're nearby. Let's go there. Esther was waiting outside. I was just speaking. I said, oh my God, there's so many options. Which one I should go for? And came home. Oh no, we didn't. Apart from the halim, everything was finished.
Everything was eaten. And we would have eaten the halim if we had cutlery.
Yeah. I was looking for the cutlery as well.
It's like there's only so much you can do with your hands at this point.
So it's really nice conversation around the idea of regret. So since people are holding back, they're not sharing. I'm sure they're warming up. They will. I know people are busy cooking, and also Shifat is a little weaker today. Probably her memory is not serving her, thinking about the regrets from the past. So she would come and share with us.
It's only been a few days, so obviously after a while you get used to it.
Day.
Is it the first day? I thought yesterday was.
Yesterday was. Oh, it's the second day.
Sorry, So it's been. I guess once you're in the routine, your body also gets used to it.
My father was saying, I've spoken to him. I was talking to him, and he said, I really can't because he needs to have his medicine, and he's not that strong anymore. So he said, I'm not sure if I can carry on. I mean, I understand. That's really important, and that's what in religion. That's what it says, that if you can do it. If you're physically fit to do it, do it. Yeah. It goes for Hajj as well. Same thing, that pilgrimage. Same thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, coming to your next regret.
Well, I was actually just thinking about food. I was thinking of lots of things about food, in fact.
Such a good thing. I just realized I haven't changed it to the phone number, but people still have the number.
It's amazing.
So beautiful.
There we go.
Woo!
Oh, wow. We have a message from Hassan.
Yes. Esther would read it.
All right, then. So he says, you are talking about regret. I felt the same as you, Ershad Bhaiya. I felt like a hypocrite, and especially those who didn't know anything about my religion and how that action made me look so deceiving. I think what I learned from that was that honestly to ourselves is something that ends up making you a more respectful person in society. My second regret is that I did not for a long time really follow my passions, but tried to please people around me. A great lesson I learned from that is that following our hearts and putting faith in our own abilities, even when everyone around you doubts you, makes you grow as a person. I fully agree with that.
I mean, that's my story is all about. I don't know if Hassan had heard that, But the story I shared about my regret that I haven't pulled the trigger of the change from my change of career and whatever I wanted to do in life, I didn't do it. Like I pulled the trigger. I took 7 years to do that. And yeah, because I was thinking about, oh my God, can I really do that? Can I stop doing it? I mean, if I have followed this career path and also what I've studied, if I don't do that, don't practice it, I kept on making wrong decisions based on that. And every time I was getting a little bit unhappier, to be honest. Every time, because you're not following your heart. And I thought, okay, let's do another master's in law and let's do this one. This would make me happier. This is what I have to do. But every time I felt trapped because that's not what I want to do. And I wanted to do the other things, and that's where I am now. But it took me some time because especially when you're coming from a different country, especially you need to establish yourself, get settled, and then already you lose a few years here and there, which you wouldn't. Say, for example, a 5 to 6 years time, you need to establish yourself in a new place because you're starting from zero. To be honest. But that 5 to 6 years, if you're in your own place where your roots are, where you have everything, you would have grown so much. So it's a great thing, and I feel that it's very important for anyone who, you don't want to have the regrets. And I started telling myself, I don't want to have the regrets in my deathbed, thinking that, oh, I wish I could do this. I could sing a bit more. I had my lessons. Why didn't I practice? Why didn't I investigate that discipline of study a bit more? So, and I'm so happy. The friends I made when I went for my second degree in music technology, I made such good friends, and they're all friends for life. I had a friend, one of my classmates at home today, and who's going to be part of our special occasion. And this guy, and such good friend, he's younger, like not half, but at least, 18 years younger than I am. But we are such good friends. And I have friends like that. We make music together. I performed, last week we had this amazing concert in Banquet Records in Kingston for
great.
Our album launch. We had already, our album is launched, but we couldn't do it during lockdown, so we had done it. So this is our first concert we had done for Stylophonica, the orchestra we have. It's always stylophones and we sing. So amazing experiences I've gained. I learned a lot. And from people who are younger than I am, I've learned from them. And probably I could help them a little bit here and there from my experience, from the gained wisdom I have because of the time I've lived on earth. And also from my mistake, definitely.
Yeah.
Simon Ahmed, hello, Bhaiya, Ramadan Mubarak. Simon, you remember Simon?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Simon
yeah.
is one of the
Nice.
callers as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Simon,
nice.
Ramadan
Good to hear
Mubarak
from
to
you. Welcome to the show.
He has broken his fast already because he's in Bangladesh.
Okay, good. So
it's, what time is it there? I think it's 1 o'clock, is it? I'm not sure. Someone let us know. I think in Bangladesh it's nearly 1 o'clock. I think. Yeah, so it's good to see people in Bangladesh tuning in and giving us this phone call.
Yeah.
So I'm asking people, and the phone number is there. If you want to call us, if you are not in England, one way you can do that, any part of the world, use your WhatsApp, and it's 00447 308 192 908. And we already had Shifat, amazing call, and we also had Syra. So beautiful calls, and also a lot to learn from there. So you can give us a call and let us know as we are talking about regret. So Esther was about to just add Mr. Naga to the chicken.
Okay, so
potato curry. Mr. Naga.
What's Mr. Naga?
It's kind of a chili.
Oh, I see.
So it's very hot, and she had added Mr. Naga to the
chicken and the potato curry. We're back to food.
You're having potato curry and chicken. Okay.
Sounds good.
Don't regret that spice because it'd be very hot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. Look at that. Hassan says, someone that impacted me hugely when I was at a turning point in my life was Batubaya. Yeah, I can imagine. I was visiting Bangladesh and had the honor of spending some time with him. He asked me about what I was doing. I told him I was planning to be a doctor. Somehow he knew I wasn't really into it. He said one thing. Oh, you're going to have to say that.
Hassan, তুমি কি তোমার জন্য doctor হবে? I know how creative you are. এটা দিয়ে কি করবে? Wow, such Bachchu bhai, I mean, all due respect, I mean, I have the fortune and the privilege of being around him a lot. And during my formative years as well, I had always been, I mean, every now and then on the phone with him. I've spent time with him. Even like 3 days, just for 3 days, I went to Bangladesh just to be with him. I made a pedal board for him. That was the first pedal board in Bangladesh I've seen at the time. And I have a video, I'm going to share it one day. And what he did, I still remember, he went to the airport. He was like a child. When it comes to any gear, musical gear, he would be like a child. He would call me up. Every now and then I would receive phone calls from him. 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Bhaiya, তুমি চেক করবা এই নতুন প্রসেসর আসছে তুমি একটু প্রসেসরটা চেক করবা then I would say bhaiya why would you need another one you have this he said no he would make an excuse like you can never have enough guitar you can never have enough processor but I said one day that he's one of the guys who had shown to people in Bangladesh all this amazing gear that are lying around and now things are coming out so fast but he has spent so much money just buying new gear all the time and experimenting. But he's one of the examples, bigger examples, that in life, whatever you want to do, you show up, you stay with it, and you become successful. Because for him, he had risked a lot.
Right.
His father had kind of driven him out of the house. Mom was the one, he would come after all the gigs he used to do in his young days, and she would sit and wait for him. She would secretly open the door, let him in, and she would keep some food for him.
Oh my
because
God.
But dad would be like, no, don't serve him any food because he's not studying, he's not doing this, what we want him to be, like a doctor or something.
Amazing.
But Bachchu bhai, I had learned so much for him. He would share many of the personal things. I've seen him going through his joy, his pain, his grief, like being on him while he's driving, and I was sitting next to him, and he shared things that I learned in his life that he also had regrets. And like he said that, Ershad, I feel that, bhaiya, if I had done that in my life, it would have been even better. But I have to carry on with it. I'm stuck now. I cannot do anything else.
Yeah.
And then I remember there are things he shared with me. Even one day, sharing one of his regrets, he cried literally. And I was sitting next to him, he was driving, and he said, bhaiya, I really don't know what to do. But there are things he wanted to do in life. His dream, one of the dreams Bachchu bhai had, he shared with me. And many people, I don't know if he had shared with other people as well, probably they would know. He said that my dream was that I wouldn't have to think about the daily, responsibilities of life. I'll make the money, fine, I'm responsible for other people. But he just wanted a place for his own. He just sit there, listen to music. He would have those vinyls lying around. He'll play guitar, he'll write music, and then he will listen to this music. Because he would say, there are times when suddenly I feel like I have this chord progression in my head. I have this tune in my head. Then you get out of that zone and suddenly you receive a phone call which is totally mundane.
Right.
And you have to deal with something that has nothing to do with that chord progression or that tune in my head.
Yeah.
And I have to get out of that. And he said, his word was, I don't want to live like that. And everyone who had seen him, Ayub Bachchu is Ayub Bachchu because the way he was. He used to breathe music. He used to, sleep, eat. Everything is about music. I remember probably Hassan Sarwar, he has seen him in his studio, which is AB Kitchen in Mok Bazar in Dhaka. So I remember he had this guitar, the small guitar. The time I'm talking about, I'd been there for this when I carried that pedal board. So every day he had gig. So he's going all in Jessore. Then he would come back in Dhaka. But this guy was so energetic. I was younger back then, probably by another 10 years. All the band members, they're asleep after the concert. And we are returning from, I think it was Jamuna Setu. And from there, we are returning from a concert and it was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. He's on the phone talking to his friends, having fun. Everyone is snoring, sleeping. I'm tired as well. I'm sitting next to him. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this guy is so energetic. there's a reason. People, I don't know what they had eaten at that time, what was their diet. They're so energetic. Then I went to my hotel, he went to his place, and he said, Bhaiya, I'm gonna pick you up, or I'm gonna give you a call at around 8 o'clock or something. I said, okay, fine. But by the time I reached hotel, it was 5:30.
Oh.
And I couldn't, and he's like, 8 o'clock. Bhaiya, ki koro? Chole asho, nasta kurbo. I mean, it's like, okay, we're going to have breakfast. What are you doing? Get up. I'm like, oh, no, I can't do that.
Oh, my God.
And I got up. I went there, and the breakfast is ready. Then other people are showing up, and the rest of the band is there. But he's fresh. He had taken a shower. He's fresh. You can't even tell he had a gig last night. And he was the one playing guitar and singing for 2.5 hours. So it's amazing. What I have seen in my life, I'm so privileged that I've seen him that close and learned so much from him. That what you are capable of as a human being and what you can give. So yeah, that's
but he was clearly doing something he loved, and when you do something that makes you I always hit the microphone when I get excited. But when you're doing something that puts your heart on fire, I've been in those situations. You just don't want to sleep because you're awake, you're in the action, and obviously there's a point where it has to end because you can't keep together forever.
Like, I don't know how he could. I mean, there had a point. I think he reached a point when he wasn't enjoying the way he used to enjoy when he started out. I know that because when you have to conform to the rules and regulations and how things are supposed to be rather than how you want to do it, then there's the pressure and you don't enjoy the thing. It becomes very mundane. I think Hassan had said something interesting. He said, there was a request, brother. That's
Simon.
Oh, that's Simon. Okay.
Yeah, there's a request. So there's a request about to come.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
AB Kitchen. Oh my God! I remember times I would be there, and Shamim Bhai is the sound engineer, and Masood Bhai, he's the guitarist, second guitarist, would be there talking, and Bachu Bhai was on the guitar in his own world. Exactly. Mesmerizing. You could see he was just happy in that moment. Yeah.
That's great.
I have videos on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I've opened them. I kept them private for a long time. Yeah. I left them open now. And before his gig, the time I'm talking about, back in 2011, I think, 11 years ago, he was sitting there and he's practicing in his small guitar. He has this baby Taylor. So that guitar, he's just practicing before the gig, just warming up. And we remember that. We went to the gig. It was in Fokirapul in Dhaka. I think it was a college. What happened, because there are two political groups, after he had played 2 songs, someone came and kicked the speaker, and the speaker was down, and Bachubai kept on playing. And it's like, okay, it's getting out of control. The speakers were kicked around the stage, and it was just on the floor.
Oh my
God. I said, okay, done. Bachubai was taken to a different place. And there's an interesting thing I remember from that day. Halfway through, the gig was cancelled. I mean, it has to be stopped. He didn't come back on stage. But then he was taken to the special room that he was given in that college. It was the principal's room. And people were coming to take pictures with him. I have seen celebrities back home in Bangladesh, when someone would come near them, they would be like, no, you can't come near me, I'm God. But there was Bachu Bhai, I've seen, he was asking, hey, come here, do you want to take a picture with me? He could see that there's a girl, a student, she wants to take pictures. She's probably in her like 17 or 18, but she can't dare to speak with him and she's feeling scared. He said, come to me. Let's have a picture. How do you want it? Where do you want me to stand? How do you want me to do it? This is how he was like with people.
Wow.
Because his version was that you made me, or they made me. I have to be respectful to them. So Hassan is saying, he's the reason I pursued my dreams and my career today.
Makes sense.
Oh, amazing.
It's incredible.
Hassan. See, these are the people we need in our life.
Yeah.
Selena said, would you say that Ayubachu was the greatest musician artist Bangladesh ever seen? Well,
Hassan answered it as well.
Yeah, please listen to any song of Bachu Bhai.
Yeah.
Well, definitely listen to,
Yeah. And Hassan is saying, replying to Selena, modern day for sure. The likes of him are just not born anymore.
Exactly. That's how I would like to reply as well. There are a lot of musicians definitely during his time. We can talk about Maksud Bhai, Miles, everyone from Miles. They're legends. Bachu Bhai, Kumar Vishwajit. I mean, they're contemporaries, gems. So they are all amazing musicians. And also, we have to take this into consideration. There are many musicians who came after them who could do many things definitely better than they could do. But we have to remember, like Eric Clapton, David Gilmour, the time they came out, you didn't have internet. They had to listen to, I mean, during the time of Ayub Bachchu, they had to listen to a tape. They had to wait for one English song to come. You didn't have internet, you didn't have Spotify. For someone to bring a tape from somewhere in America or somewhere. I'm talking about 70s, 80s.
Right.
And then you have to listen to that. You have to make up the chord. And no one teaching you how to play lead lines, how to play the chords, how to do the harmony. No books. They would get some magazine excerpts from someone. Someone would bring one magazine.
Yeah.
Everyone would share it around.
Wow.
There's one record shop who would bring some vinyls from America or somewhere, and you just give that for this to be transferred into a tape, cassette tape. It would take 3 months.
Wow.
A rainbow.
Unbelievable.
And we had in Chittagong records.
Yeah.
So this is the time they grew up, when they were totally dependent on cassette tapes. They had to learn by ear. They didn't have any like those DVDs you get. And now you don't even need DVDs, you have YouTube.
Yeah.
So definitely, I think Bachu Bhai would have loved to be born during that time. I think that's what made them who they are as well, the hard work. And sometimes your limitations make you resilient and also give you the courage to do things, because you have to find ways around that. And when you have enough, sometimes that's why they say the first generation of people who are doing a lot of hard work, they're getting the wealth. When they leave that wealth to the second generation, they totally squander it sometimes, you know, because they didn't have to do the hard work.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot coming in the meantime.
I'm going to read. Replying to Selena, modern day for sure. Okay, that's done. Replying to Simon, do you mean sing, Shay to me?
They want you to sing.
I don't know. Arifur Rahman Mitul. Oh, that's, I think that's my friend. Arifur Rahman Mitul. Talk about contemporary. Niloy Das was the best, my opinion. Definitely. Niloy Das is a very, he's a trained musician. He's a learned musician. He could do, and many of the contemporary musicians now, I mean, who are just seniors now as well, like Bappa Mujumdar, they are his students.
Right. Wow.
So these guys, Bappa Mujumdar is the guy, Aaj tomar mon kharap mein. And Hassan Sarwar, these guys were self-taught. Exactly.
Yeah.
They had no facilities. I mean, there's a story probably many people would know. I'm so glad that I'm on the show. We are getting to talk about Bachu Bhai. Many people, you have heard it probably on TV shows he shared. So he used to share a room in Dhaka. It was more like a boarding, a hostel kind of place. So Kumar Vishwajit, he is one of the greatest solo singers we have still now at this age. Amazing voice. And Bachu Bhai. He was in the band that Bachu Bhai was. So they were staying in that room, and they didn't have enough money to get food for both. So they had this fried potatoes, or aloo bhaji we call it. And there was, I think, a roti or roti or paratha.
Oh my God.
So the guy brought that, the waiter or the room service guy, I mean, if there wasn't a special room service or something, because it's just normal hotel or hostel, wrapped in a newspaper. So what happened, by the time it reached to his room, it ripped.
Oh no.
And it fell on the floor.
Oh no.
So they didn't have money to buy that food, and that arrived and it fell on the floor. So what they did, they just took the top from the floor. They gathered from the top. That's what the aloo bhaji they had.
Oh no.
And with that paratha or roti, I think.
Yeah.
So amazing, the things they have done in their life.
Yeah.
And then they had everything. So the modesty is there.
Yeah.
And good thing was that I've seen that he hasn't forgotten his roots. And also one thing, if people here who are listening to these stories, they have experienced one thing. I mean, with Bachu Bhai, if you're traveling in the same car, I remember Shopon Bhai would sit at the front sometimes, but at the back we'll have Romil Bhai and Masood Bhai, the guitarist and the drummer. They would sit behind. So it's a microbus. So it's like a van. So you have the chauffeur, you have the bass guitarist Shopon Bhai, Then in the middle, I sat with him whenever I had the opportunity. I sat with Bachu Bhai. Bachu Bhai is next to me. Then Romel Bhai and Masood Bhai on the third seat. But the whole conversation, Bachu Bhai would keep it alive. His jokes and the things he would say, we'd just laugh all the way. You know, it's so amazing. And it's midnight. It's 2:00. He still has something to say. And there's traffic in Dhaka.
Yeah, oh my God.
He would stop the car. I said, okay, there's no point in driving now. Stop the car. And he would use newspaper to cover all the windows. He would run them down, put the newspaper, roll them up, so no one can see there's Ayub Bachu is in that car. He would sit there and he would tell stories, and we would all laugh. I mean, these fond memories, you know.
Oh, man. That's amazing. And Arif... What is Arifur is saying? Glad you spotted me correctly. Yes, he is the friend that you're talking about.
Mithul, definitely, he had this. I think he's an entrepreneur as well. So doing some amazing things.
Terrific.
I mean, I've seen recently. I've learned from him that on social media I've seen.
Fantastic.
Selena Ray, I listen to Ayub Bachu and love Miles. Do you like Asif Akbar? I like them all. Oh, Asif Akbar is a solo singer. Yeah, very powerful voice, but not my favorite artist. I hope he doesn't get to hear me, but yeah, but amazing. He's a very unique voice, very powerful voice.
Are you going to fulfill Simon's wish?
I don't know. Okay, Simon, I'm gonna sing a few lines probably here and there. Let's do it.
You're gonna turn the music off?
Yeah, I'll turn the music down, and you have to turn this on. Sorry.
You want me to move back?
Yeah, I'll have... No, it's fine.
Yeah.
You can sit there. So I won't use the guitar probably. I'll just do a few lines for Simon. সেই তুমি কেন এত অচেনা হলে সেই আমি কেন তোমাকে দুঃখ দিলে কেমন করে এত অচেনা হলে তুমি কিভাবে এত বদলে গেছি এই আমি ও বুকেরি সব কষ্ট দুহাতে সরিয়ে চলো বদলে যায় তুমি কেন বোঝো না তোমাকে ছাড়া আমি অসহায় আমার সবটুকু ভালোবাসা তোমায় ঘিরে আমার অপরাধ ছিল যতটুকু তোমার কাছে তুমি ক্ষমা করে দিও আমায় Thank you.
Oh God, you just got another request from Arifur.
Ooh. Which one is that? Joyanto?
Could you please sing a few lines from Joyanto here?
Joyanto, my most favorite from AB. I don't think I remember that song properly. No. Thank you, Hassan. Oh my God. Oh. I mean, definitely. People who love him the way you do, I do. I mean, I still remember the day I had the news that came to me. I was sleeping in London and it was early in the morning, and one of my friends, she's a musician, she texted me. She texted me a picture of Bachu Bhai. He was in the morgue at the time, and he was kept, those frozen boxes. And there was a picture someone had taken, I don't know. And he was lying there. And I woke up, I saw there's a message from my friend. I opened that message and I saw that picture. And she was like, I hope you don't know. And I don't know if you know that Bachu Bhai passed away. So yeah, I couldn't believe myself. I know that he was going through a lot physically. And I've seen the last concert he had done. I've seen that he was so tired and he was pushing himself to the limit. But that news and how it happened, I mean, gone too soon, I would say. I mean, he could have given so much to the country, to our music. And he still had so much in him. And he had big plans, I know. But unfortunate. That's very sad. Mithul, I'm definitely going to learn that song for you. So probably on the next show, I'm going to sing it for you.
Oh, that's nice.
No, definitely. I mean, my friend had requested to me. I'm going to do it for him.
Okay.
And Hassan Sarwar, I was on a flight to Bangladesh and had messaged Shamim Bhai that I would be... Where's that? Did I miss it? Oh, that I would be coming... Oh,
God.
the messages are going
Sorry,
so
we're
fast.
not... Here, do it from here. It's easier to do it from there.
Yeah. I was on the flight to Bangladesh and had messaged Shamim Bhai, who's a sound engineer, that I would be coming, and also he's the manager, coming over the next day.
Oh.
On the plane, I saw the news on the plane.
Yeah, really sad trip, I can imagine.
Yeah, since you are that close to him. Nikhad, oh my God, Ershad, that song made my day. I was washing the dishes and singing. My brother was talking to me, but I was ignoring him and just listening to you. If you have time, can you sing Hashte Dekho, Gaite Dekho by Ayub Bachchu? Oh my God, you're such a Ayub Bachchu fan. Could you sing a few lines from Amare Jibon, please? Amare Jibon, is it Bachchu Bhai's song? Probably, Hassan, you would know. What happened was that I grew up listening to Bachchu Bhai, and I had done some of his songs like Kono Bhijog. Those are my favorite songs, and Nirobe. I can do a few lines from them since it's a tribute to Bachchu Bhai. Let's do it. Arif is saying Inshallah. Thank you. That's definitely I'm going to sing for Arif. So I hope everyone can listen to me. And what song was that? There's one song. Yeah, Hashte Dekho. Yeah, I should have some water. হাসতে দেখো গাইতে দেখো অনেক কথা মুখরামায় দেখো দেখো না তো হাসির শেষে নীরবতা বোঝে না কেউ তো চিনল না খোঁজে না আমার কি ব্যথা চেনার মতো কেউ চিনল না এই আমাকে বোঝে না কেউ তো চিনল না খোঁজে না আমার কি ব্যথা চেনার মতো কেউ চিনল না এই আমাকে. So that's for Nikhad. Thank you. And what was the other song? Like there's another song which is favorite, Nirobe. It's really hard to pick up the keys from, it might not be right. And it's very high, I have to be very careful. দিশে হারাই হৃদয় আমার বড় কষ্ট পেয়েছে বারে বারে আমায় শুধু প্রশ্ন করেছে কেন যে তোমাকে জড়ালাম আমার জীবনে সুখের আশা দিয়ে শুধু দুঃখ দিয়েছি অপবাদ দাও আমায় যেন জ্বলে জ্বলে হারিয়ে যায় অভিশাপ দাও আমায় যেন নীরবে ফুরিয়ে যায় নীরবে আশা ছিল সুখী হব তোমায় কাছে পেয়ে সুখী আমি হয়েছি ঠিকই শুধু তুমি বোঝনি অপবাদ দাও আমায় যেন জ্বলে জ্বলে হারিয়ে যায় অভিশাপ দাও আমায় যেন নীরবে ফুরিয়ে যায় নীরবে. Thank you. Oh. Oh my God, thank you.
Giving beautiful love hearts and thank yous.
Oh, okay. He knows better than, I mean, definitely, as I was saying, I'm not really good at his solo songs. And there was a time when I stopped listening to Bangladeshi band songs. I concentrated more because I was into learning Western music and everything. Okay, they can hear and Amare, what is it? Duti Mon. I don't know about that, but Hashte Dekho. Neha says, oh, Neha is here as well. Hello. Hashte Dekho, one of my favorite from AB. I am now, I have, let's do this so people can hear us because I'm using a different mic.
Oh, sorry.
Shifat says, your voice, bhaiya. Oh, thank you. Shifat, very sweet of you. And Ekhon Onek Raat. এখন অনেক রাত খোলা আকাশের নিচে জীবনের অনেক আয়োজন তাই আমি বসে আছি দরজার পাশে lyrics I couldn't I remember Neha had sung that song on a TV show and I played with her.
Nice.
Ekhon Onek Raat, one of my favorites, teaching my daughter this one. She falls asleep too. That's
nice.
so sweet.
That's nice.
And Arif Rahman, I remember records from CTG. Oh, yeah. I mean, we are getting into this conversation. I'm definitely going to turn on our mics, turn this one off. So, what Arif is, Mithul is saying, sorry. I'll remember records from Chittagong always because they have introduced me to a great band, Saigon Kick. Oh my God. Yeah, I remember that. Amazing band. Amazing band. And you know, Mithul, there was a sad thing. I went there to Bangladesh, after a few years, and I went to Medibag. People who are in Chittagong, they would know. And I wanted to find that shop, records. And all I found, there's a cafe there. And just you know, it's not even like a good standard cafe, just some place where there are some tools, chairs, and they just sell prepared foods. Nothing special. That's sad. So Neha says, hi. I saw up to that.
I'll read out the message from Nikat.
Yeah, please do that.
One second.
And Selena, okay, Selena is crying apparently. Oh, Selena, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. And
so Nikat is saying, thank you so much, Ershad. Your voice is amazing and you're such a good sport. I love how today's live stream went from regrets to Ramjam to Halim to Ayobacho nostalgia jam session. This is why this show is amazing. You and Esther are so spontaneous. I will not enter this week with Monday blues as you guys just made my evening. Yay! We love you, Nikat. This is why we do this.
Yeah,
this is
amazing.
Awesome.
And so good to be a part of this good things in people's lives.
Yeah,
you know? I'm so
yeah.
blessed that you are around, and we are blessed that you are in
absolutely.
our life.
We are so enriched by this. Absolutely.
And Neha says, thank you, Neha.
Your
Neha
voice is amazing.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
Very sweet. I didn't want to say that myself.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying it. Your voice is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
He's amazing. May I say you look very dashing today?
Oh, thank you.
Since that's what you said to me last week.
You look beautiful.
Every time you sing, I fall in love with you all over again. It's
I'll
really nice.
Singing,
yes, please
worry.
do.
And Arifur Rahman Mithul said they closed down. Yeah, that's sad.
Oh, that's the cafe.
What's his name? Mithul, remind me of the guy's name. I mean, our guy, the main guy in that shop. I just can't recall. Please let me know.
Hassan is saying, Ershad Bhai, do you regret anything about leaving Bangladesh? I regret leaving Bangladesh, and I only was there once.
I mean, she was talking about the last trip we had.
Oh my
Esther was literally crying.
I was crying all the way
to the
back.
airport. Yeah.
It was bad. I got Bangla-itis. I wanted to stay there.
So, yeah, my regret leaving Bangladesh, I think, to be honest with you, there's one thing I missed, if not regret. I used to miss every time, and it's still, this one is on, the dusk. During the time the sun would set, I remember my memories of Bangladesh, what it's like. You hear the azan, you have experienced that.
I have, yeah.
And people are slowly walking, or some people are outside. You know, the life, the vibe we had growing up back in the 80s, 90s, it's quite different now.
Yeah.
And if I look at the Bangladesh now, a lot of growth, amazing. You have everything that we can have in England or America if you have the money. I feel the gap is huge now between different classes. That's one problem, and it saddens me. And also, we are proud of our hospitality. I mean, I've seen growing up, I was telling one of my friends today, he was like, really? In Bangladesh you do that? And he's in his late 20s, So he's a millennial. I said, look, I grew up in the 80s. No one would say you're coming to your house. They would just turn up. And my parents would always be ready with food. I mean, still is there in Bangladesh, but things to a certain extent, some parts is changing when you make an appointment that, okay, look, guys, I'm coming to your house. Are you free on this day at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock? But still, I mean, when we're in Bangladesh, you saw people turning up at 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night. I was a bit growing up. I mean, now spending so many years here, I was like, what? People are coming in your house at 11 o'clock? I'll ask my dad. And I was not really happy. Anyway, but the thing is, our hospitality, things are changing. And I feel people are tense more. They're a bit restless, more competition now. I recall our Independence Day was amazing. You wake up in the morning, everywhere, big mics, they're playing. It's just, blurting out this big, all music, patriotic songs and everything. And people had less of feeling of competition, inferiority complex, things like that, because you didn't have social media. Everyone had like, okay, we don't have that, we are happy. You have that, good for you. But now it's like, okay, I don't have it. I'll be jealous of that person, or I have to get there. I have to kill myself to get there, do whatever. I have to, trade my soul. So that's the kind of thing. So now what it's like, to be honest, I don't regret. But I want to bring back something nice from here, or the lessons I've learned and from my memories I share. And I want to get those things back in Bangladesh. I talk to my friends, I tell them. And this is why I started knowing who you are, to be honest. Because when I came back from Bangladesh, it was during the lockdown last year. And that's when I was telling Esther that I want to do something. I want to bring those ideas of life, happiness, success, true success, and how I can help people so they don't feel that restless. They don't feel that competitive, that they have to gain that. What he's having, I have to have that. What she's having, I have to have that. I mean, this kills you. It kills your happiness. There's so much, there's so much good everywhere in Bangladesh. So I want people to see that and also respect the culture. We are so rich in culture, but we are forgetting it. So that's one thing. So thanks for the question. It's a long-winded answer, by the way, but couldn't give any shorter, I guess.
Let's see. God, oh my God, we got a lot.
Okay. And Selena says, can I request everyone to write the best Bangladeshi singers, musician? All this is new to me. Yeah, Selena is a big fan of Bangladeshi music. Please do that. Listen to her request. Neha Karim, okay, she's laughing. She said, haha, Esther, I think he said.
That's because I was like, I love you, I love you, I love you.
And I forgot, we'll ask Russell Hawk. Yeah, Russell Hawk, amazing vocalist, one of our contemporaries, our friends. They had this band called Demons. There were two bands growing up at the time. Our friends, they started this band, Demons, and another one's Dewdrops. Two bands. They used to do...
Dewdrops?
Dewdrops.
Dewdrops, wow.
Dewdrops, they used to do all English covers, heavy metal, hard rock, and people would go headbang. And I had one of my classmates, she's a doctor now.
Yeah.
And many people, Mithul, you might know her. The girl, I mean, she might know it too, if she gets to see that, Chapa, that's what her name was. She would go there and she would do like this. She had short hair and she would just cover. So I said, oh my God, even I'm not headbanging, but this girl, look at this rock chick and she's headbanging. But now she wears a hijab and she's a doctor.
Oh,
well behaved. Wow. And Neha Karim, Miss Naval Beach and Sunset Point in Chittagong.
Right.
Naval Beach is the, sea beach we all know. That's the amazing place we have in Chittagong. I mean, it was one of the go-to places at least 5 days a week. My dad would come from, his business, then he would come back. The good thing was that he was in charge because he had his own business, so garments. So he would come back, he'd give the responsibility to other people, and they would come say, okay, get dressed up, and we would get dressed up, and then we would go to Sea Beach and have fun.
Nice.
Hassan Sarawar, having been born in the UK, I lived there for the last 3 years. Now I'm back in the UK. I really miss the jovial and anturikota of normal people. Anturikota is like same thing. He already mentioned that.
Yeah.
Just around, like at the local tea stalls, is something you just don't get here.
Yeah, it's true. He did sign off, by the way. He says, "I've got to go, guys. Iftar time, yay!"
Yeah, iftar
great
time.
And he
we'll
says,
be
"Great
closing
show."
probably because all of our people would be having iftar, or if you want to keep going while you're having iftar, I don't know. I can do probably azan for you. I don't think we can ever totally leave a place. We are one world. True.
Yeah.
And wherever we go, the roots are too strong.
Yeah,
that's
very
true.
true.
I mean, I'm still, that's why I'm talking about Bachu Bhai. That's why we're talking about iftar, Ramadan, everything.
Yeah.
Neha Karim, Piaju and K. Dot Ra Bhaja. Bhaja is fry.
Okay.
But I don't know what she's saying.
While enjoying the breeze on the beach. Well, it sounds great anyway.
Oh, kakra. So that's crab.
Okay. Oh, wow.
they serve that. You are right. Every made us more complex. Social media, exactly. Because I heard Mithul had to do a post during lockdown about his entrepreneurship. There are people who are making comments, saying bad things, and he had to deal with it. But it was so nice. He was so resilient in dealing with it, and he had some good message on social media, which Mithul did during the time. And Selena says, speaking of hospitality, my cousins were always vying to sit next to me during breakfast, lunch, and dinner. On one occasion in Jaflong Beach is in Sylhet. It's an amazing beach.
Yeah.
They were all grabbing my feet to wipe the sand off with wet wipes. I never had that kind of experience. Very different to British cousins.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the love you get and the care, even from friends. Every single friend, you can vouch for it.
Yeah.
Like all my friends, how they treated me. Like Manik, he logged in, and I have to mention again, he said, Ershad, next time we're going to see you and give me the size of your size of your jeans. I'm going to get you and Esther a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Amazing. But also made us connected from different parts of the world.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
Yeah, very true.
Amazing. I mean, that's the best part of social media. So we just have to know how we will use this blessing and put it to good use. And definitely networking. Many people are doing digital businesses, and it's helping them.
Yeah.
And
Russell Hawk here.
Russell Hawk joined. Yeah.
Look at that. Nice. He says, thanks, Ershad Alamgir. Nice to know what was going around among the crowd then. Those were the days. I joined Dewdrops too lately. Now having fun with Drohokal.
I mean, the Dewdrops, my friend, one of my closest friends, Sarim Shanjit Mishuk. So he's the drummer there. And he and Russell Hogg, they started the band, and this band is called Drohokal. And Russell sings as amazingly as ever, and Sanjin is playing as amazingly as ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Mishuk, the drummer I'm talking about of Dewdrops. I don't know if he played for Dewdrops ever, but he was in Demons, which Russell Hogg was the lead vocalist there.
Fantastic.
And I still remember there's some pictures I have to show you later on.
Yeah.
And Russell can probably post in the comments one of his pictures. So Sanjit used to listen to a lot of Hindi music during high school days.
Yeah.
So Bollywood music.
Yeah.
And one day he came, and I saw that he's just practicing drums on his thighs, and he was just doing the class. Take 2 small ballpoint pens. Icono ball pen, you guys might know. So he used to play, and I was like, what's going on? He used to listen to Bollywood music. Someone had introduced him to this Metallica and heavy metal song. Oh my God. Then I went to their concert. I saw Russell there. Sanjit was playing. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I listening to?
Yeah.
And they are so good.
Wow. That's awesome.
Great, man.
Oh, there we go. The man is here.
The man is here. Yeah, that's Russell Hawk. Can I request next week Amar A Jibon by Ayub Bachchu? You have time? Oh yeah, definitely.
I think we're going to prepare a whole repertoire for next week, right? We have some requests to fulfill.
Yeah. I mean, I might have to push it a bit forward next week. The show, I'll let you guys know. Probably if next week there's something I cannot avoid that. So Probably it will start at 7 or 7:30. I think 7. 7 is doable.
Yeah. So that is for everyone who's listening now. I think we should just decide right now. We do it. Yeah. So next week we won't be at 6 o'clock, but we'll be at 7 o'clock, and it will be for an hour. But I think we should dedicate it to the different songs and requests and the wonderful people. It will be a special show for our followers.
I'll try to work on the songs. I have to get ready for Nikat's gig as well.
Yeah,
because
it's true. There's a lot going on.
We have a gig coming up at South Bank Center, which Nikat is organizing. So I have to work on that too. And replying to Selena, Nikat is making some comments on that. She's giving the names. Shonjip Chaudhary, Ami Tomake Bole Debo is my favorite song. Ami Tomake Bole Debo ki je ekadir ghora Ami hete gechi biran pothe. That's the song.
Okay.
Russell Hawk, thanks Ershad. Okay, yeah. And can I recall? Okay, that's we. Zubair Babu, another guy from the 80s, 90s and early 2000 when he was in Bangladesh. He used to make amazing music videos and many of Bachu Bhai's music video. He made it, but he's in London.
Awesome.
So great to have him here among us.
Join us next week at 7 o'clock because we're going to have some performances.
Yeah, Zubair Babu, I mean, he's a legend.
Wow. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining and we love it. Love to have you here. And Neha Karim replying to Selena Ray. Selena, I didn't even heard this song. How come? Can you send me the link? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you guys and Russell. Yes, man. Yes. Rock on. And Selena is saying, repertoire is my...
favorite word, Esther. Okay, repertoire.
Okay.
Repertoire.
Do you remember we called Russell our own Bruce Dickinson? Exactly.
Oh
my God. Awesome. Russell, give us a call, please.
Yeah.
Russell. Hey, man, you should give us a call. The number is there.
You've got fans here. You have fans who are listening.
And sing something from Iron Maiden.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember he had this thing. Exactly. They used to call the Bruce Dickinson of Chicago.
The number's right there.
The number's right there. Russell, please give us a call and sing a few lines on WhatsApp. Just please. I mean, this is my request to you as a friend. And Mitul, do you remember? Yeah. And you have pretty good studio, Ershad.
I know. It's pretty awesome. Man. We built it together.
She helped me to build the studio together.
I designed it and then you did all the hard work.
Yeah. Nikat, oh my God, Ershad, thank you for the 2 lines. Thank you, my pleasure.
Great.
Zubair Babu is listening. Always our pleasure, and it's great to have you here among us. You sing well too. Oh, thanks, Russell. But main thing now, you sing how amazingly. You should give us a call. Please don't delay.
Yeah, Neha's saying the same thing. Please sing something.
Chol. I performed Chol, the version you have done with my band in England.
Did. Yeah, it's on YouTube here.
Yeah, it's on YouTube as well. My band played exactly the same way you guys, and I played the solo guitar.
Russell.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, Russell.
Please sing something for us, Russell bhai. Yeah, so Neha is saying, so everyone is saying, Russell, just pick up the phone. Come on, man, you can do it just few lines. I know probably you're fasting, but I think you still can do a good Bruce Dickinson. Oh.
I can't, buddy. My kids are asleep right beside me. Oh, no.
So we won't.
Next week, because on next week's show, we have some songs happening.
Even Bruce Dickinsons in the world, they have their kids. So sometimes they have to keep quiet and silent. So we forgive you.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
but Russell, thank you for considering it.
Thank you. Thank you. Definitely, you should make a plan. Then it's not just few lines. You sing a few songs, basically. Yeah. He plays the guitar and he sings.
Be awesome.
So it'd be great to have Russell. And Chol as well, which I've done.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to have all these people today.
I remember that one.
And you remember that.
I do,
You edited that one.
I edited a video, yeah.
So everyone who is here today, I mean, as Nikat said, we started talking about a regret I shared. From there, we went to food, then Halim, then Iftar, Piyaju, Beguni, and talking about Ramjan or Ramadan. And then we went into good memories of Bangladesh with Ayub Bachu Bhai.
Yeah.
I shared some of the memories I had with him, amazing time I spent, and a lot I learned from him. And also people who shared their memories with him.
Really nice.
Yeah. Russell is laughing. Yeah, exactly. The Bruce Dickinsons in the world, they have their kids too. Oh, yeah. So, reply to Russell Hawk, he will be fine as he's Rockstar's kid. That's true. I have my cats. Trust me, my cats. When I used to practice,
they loved it.
That's the time my cat would literally fall asleep. So would my dog. Same thing. Every time I used to practice, I don't know if I bored them to death or it was really soothing for them.
No. If you see the videos, they're all like all over you. So they loved it.
We will perform live Chol 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 from Drohokal. We are planning to do so. Amazing.
Awesome.
Are you doing it the same way? Because the first time I played the solo, it was with an orchestra. It's a jazz orchestra. I said, I'm going to sing this song, and they had learned the song with me. And I played the same solo that you guys have on tape. And the guy was like, oh my God, Ershad, such a great solo, man. You played amazing solo. I said, well, you have to give the credit to the guy who composed it. I don't know if it was Shagor or Chintu. They had done this. They had 2 guitarists. And I remember an interesting thing. I spoke with Shagor a lot. He was buying his guitar in America. We used to chat during the time. He said, Ershad, shall I buy this or that? And then I went to Bangladesh. My cousin's friend, Shagor, he's a very good guitarist. I mean, he's in Drohokal as well. So I came into the room. He was sitting there. We were supposed to have iftar together, break our fast. It was during Ramadan. And he looked at me. He was silent. He was like, oh my God, you're here. I still remember his impression. Almost the same. Next time I go to Bangladesh, I want to explore properly Old Dhaka, Chittagong. Definitely,
yeah, you should.
will. There's a lot to
should.
see.
Absolutely.
And we Chittagonians, we have a lot of things to be proud of.
Yeah.
So the Dhaka, yes, definitely. I mean, they're the capital. All great things happen there. And also, we follow suit. But I got to Kumar Bushajit, Topun Chaudhary, Souls, all the great things that happened. All the great names, all the bands, they're from Chittagong.
Awesome. Well, Russell was saying, I'm eager to see your rendition of Chol Chol too.
Oh, yeah. It's really, how do I do that? Chol Chol Chol. I mean, yeah, definitely. I would love to do that. It's suddenly, just out of nowhere, it's really, and he sang it. So he set a bar. I had to just do that one because I remember we used to do amazing things. Let me tell you something. Because there was a part when the whole band, my band was all white musicians, so they don't speak Bengali. But even Brett, who's in New Zealand now,
yeah.
So we all used to do this, chol, 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 chol. So they used to sing chol, chol, chol.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then there was a point, oh, something like that. So then they used to do it with me, but main part was that everyone was like chol 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 chol.
That's
so
the part
that was
I remember
fun.
too.
Yeah, that was so good. Have you guys been to Sylhet, or you couldn't because of COVID?
Correct, we couldn't.
Please share the link if you have that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we will.
I'll share that. I sang a little bit different during that time, but then later on I figured out. But the solo is the same, and the other things, the whole song. You see that the video was a bit. It was shaking because the guy who was doing the video, he was dancing at the same time. We had such a blast of a concert, I remember, and that song, people really loved it. We'll do that. I think Esther is trying to share that.
I'm going to do it right now. Yeah, I'm going to do it right now.
You guys would see that. It's so amazing to see Russell Hawk, Mithul, everyone. So Russell, before you're definitely there. Your kids are sleeping. And since you're in Bangladesh, you are getting ready for Seri probably. So if you don't go back to sleep, let us know one thing. I'm asking people, and that's how we started. Is there any regret in your life? And if you have the regret, what is that and what you have learned from that? I mean, it's a good practice. I feel that when we talk about this, it's kind of a wake-up call to ourselves. And it's a moment of awakening that when we realize that this is what we haven't done, and this is how I would do it next time. And you can put that to practice, probably your future endeavors. And if you have done something that you regret, that could be a lesson. So if you have something like that, please share with us. Mithul, same goes for you. Selina, you haven't done that. And Nikat, you can do too. Saira, she hasn't done it, but Saira probably is busy feeding the whole family. And she's cooking as well, frying, and she's probably listening. I don't know. A lot of people listening at the moment. I think Esther already shared Chol Chol Chol.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, that was way back in 2009. So 13 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, that was with my band Surreal. And Brett was there. Harry Deacon is the bass guitarist. John Harris, the drummer.
Yeah, and you can
amazing
see
band.
It's on YouTube, and the whole show is there. I've just put the link on the bottom there, I think. Oh. There we go. Yeah, it's there.
It was captured by mobile, so...
Yeah, someone, and the guy who's filming it is so excited, and he's dancing along.
Is it
and
Neha? I think it was Neha who was dancing, jumping, and recording it. I don't know. Yeah. Let's play that. Yeah. Yeah.
You can hear.
No, it's,
Thank you, Neha.
ooh.
Let's just play on your system. Can we do that?
Yeah.
We can't play it here, can we? Eh?
Yeah. I love this part. That's my... I think now we go to that part. Yeah. So that's what it was. Yeah, just a little bit. So I don't know. I mean, we're just sharing on the mic. So Esther had shared the link already, so you can listen there. But yeah, Russell, it was tribute to you guys. Amazing. You guys had done a great job composing, you singing it, and such a great team they had. See you in next episode. Let's take a nap. Love you. Thank you. Thank you, Mithul. Definitely. I mean, I'm so glad my friends are joining now so we can have more chat. We can be nostalgic. We can share some experience. So it was always me sharing it, single-handed. My memories of the 80s and 90s from Bangladesh.
Oh, he says to you, wow, nice cover of the guitar solo. You nailed it, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. During the time, trust me, I was like, oh my God, what have I just signed up for? Because that solo was amazing. And I'm not sure because it feels like two people played the solo, probably. But when I was playing it and you're playing live, there's no takes, cuts, or you can't join things together. You just play jumping. I was thinking, okay, how can one person play that part? You get da 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 da. Then someone else is coming from somewhere. Yeah, so it was nice. It was a good experience and good learning curve.
Awesome.
So thank you, Russell.
Well, it's almost time for us to sign off as well because we have a few more minutes left. 10
more minutes left. So awesome. I think what I'm gonna do, people are joining in. I know I see a lot of people are joining.
Yeah, but, nice.
And Russell had made a commitment that he's going to sing for us one day, and the Bruce Dickinson we talk about, people would know what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Chintu played the solo. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So Chintu, he's a sound guy for a television channel now.
Yeah, nice.
Amazing guitarist. I mean, he had to go through a lot. I know his things, and you know it better than I do, probably, Russell, because you guys were together in a band. I remember his guitar was broken once by his dad.
Oh no, just like the movie.
Yeah, he had to smuggle guitar into the house or things like that. And he was so good because he was doing music back in the days when we didn't have that technological advancement. He used to know how to do this MIDI, he used to hook up this keyboard, and he used to arrange music.
Wow.
Amazing musician.
Wow,
amazing
great.
musician.
Awesome.
And such a good guitarist.
Nice.
I've seen him recently, and I told him, why aren't you in a band? I mean, why aren't you doing any music? I mean, that's something Russell probably is asking him too, or all the friends. So guys, it's really nice to see you and everyone who joined the conversation today, despite you are all fasting.
Yeah.
And I mean, people in Bangladesh, they had broken their fast, and they're now getting ready for the series. So you eat in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
for the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
So they are getting ready for that. So Selena is there, Neha is there. Thank you, Syra. Then we had Simon,
Nikat also.
Nikat.
Yeah.
Amazing, and such a lovely conversation. And
Yeah.
as it's a whole gamut of conversations that it spanned from one place to another, and how we digressed.
And as
This is-
usual, it just went up and up and up and up. It just keeps going
this
up.
is epic. So you guys make it happen all the time. And Nikat is sharing finally because she's finished cooking. She said, I made stir-fried rice for iftar instead of the typical delicacies, eating that
And watching this.
I will
Aw.
watch the video properly later. Thank you for a great
No
show,
problem.
guys.
And thank you for your input as well.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure. So thanks to everyone who joined us today and joined the conversation and your inputs and everything. And also people who made commitments for later date, for probably treating us to some Halim dates, and people like Russell, who said he's going to sing.
Yeah, be
and
awesome.
also I made some commitments. I have to learn a few songs. Probably have to take notes after that, going through the comments, because I have to remember.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot. Neha said, enjoy your live, guys, as always.
Oh, nice.
The
Thank
curry
you,
was
Neha.
amazing.
Good. Selena's
cooked curry.
eaten. Excellent.
Extremely jal.
Russell, and Russell's saying, nice show, E&E. Yeah.
Yes.
Woo!
All right. On that note, so everyone have a great time. See you next week. As I was
7
saying,
o'clock. 7 o'clock, not
next
6
Sunday.
o'clock.
All right. So have a great rest of the evening, and also wake up, rock on. Rock on.
keep going.
Yeah.